I don't really vote too much for a lot of things, but this year the Game Awards, but it's that time for nomination announcements for the Game Awards 2025. We did it last year, we're doing it again. We're going through the whole voting process, and this year I played a lot more of the current games that have came out this year. The rules for engagement for this voting process is I have to have played or watched a certain type of game, and plenty of the choices I have actually seen. So it's gonna be a really hard one. A lot of great games came out in 2025, and this one is gonna be a tough one. I have to acknowledge the game based off its category, obviously, and I promise you, even though I like Clear Obscure Expedition 33 so much, no biases, okay? And stick around for my ending Game of the Year vote. We're gonna take it from the bottom all the way to the top. Game of the Year, starting from best esports team. Honestly, we're gonna skip all these esports stuff. I'm not a big, huge esports kind of person. We're gonna go content creator of the year. Okay, so content creator of the year. I love watching streams. I do, but you know, a lot of these people, like, I don't know, this guy, you obviously know Kai Cenat. Kai Cenat is really great. He's an amazing guy. LeBron James collaboration was huge. It like hit 1 million, like a million, more than a million, and it was his like first ever time being on somebody's stream. Moist Critical is very good. Moist Critical is just classic Critical. Sakura Miko, I don't know that one. And the Burnt Peanut is he's an FPS kind of guy. I don't watch Kai Cenat a lot. I know a lot of people do, and I don't watch Burnt Peanut. I know a lot of people do. I don't know this guy, and I don't know this guy. So we're just going to go Moist Critical. Just classic Moist Critical. It's genuinely, like, it's not, like, being, like, biased. Once again, I don't watch too much Kai Cenat. I like Kai Cenat. I've watched him. All right, so the most anticipated game. I'm sorry. All right, so 007 First Light. Great James Bond kind of thing, you know, really feels cool. Not really that kind of crazy on it. Do I need to say anything? Grand Theft Auto, it's gonna be huge. It's gonna be huge. It's being delayed so much for a reason. Marvel's Wolverine, I mean, we've seen Insomniac's superhero games. It's nothing huge, okay? It's nothing huge. Resident Evil Requiem is coming out soon. Can't wait for that. I'm not really sure. I mean, I don't really know. I feel excited to play it. I can wait. It could take its time if it's gotta pull back it. Like, my vote's getting Grand Theft Auto, obviously. In all honesty, it's going to win that one. Personally, I would actually go Witcher. Like, you just gotta vote, you know, what's obviously gonna win. All right, now we're on best adaptation. Oh, what? No. Oh. All right, so to put it in like perspective of when I'm voting, it's 12, okay? It's 12. Like the announcement just happened a couple hours ago. Okay, let's try this again. So best adaptation for, like, you know, a piece of media and like a film or TV show. We got a Minecraft movie, Devil May Cry. I haven't seen Devil May Cry yet. I didn't even know Splinter Cell got like an animation show or something. Totally heard everything about The Last of Us Season 2 and dodged a huge bullet. Okay, I dodged a huge bullet. An amazingly terrible season. And Until Dawn. I have not seen Until Dawn. A Minecraft movie was great. It was a fun time. That's really about it. Okay, best multiplayer. All right, I know the hype of Arc Raiders. I've seen Arc Raiders. It's good. I even played the playtest. Battlefield 6. Let's just get one thing out of the way. Battlefield 6 gets my vote. Elden Ring Night was cool. I got the chance to play it too. It was fun. It like Elden Ring with friends, like basically just like FromSoft with friends. Peak is great. I like literally played it like last weekend. Do I really think it's going to win? Maybe. Although there is a huge Arc Raiders audience right now. Battlefield 6 also has a huge audience. I don't know. I mean, I think it's between these two, but I'm honestly gonna go for Battlefield 6. I really appreciate Battlefield 6. It like makes me keep on coming back to it. You know, it's just genuinely a really good game. Best sports or racing. I played Sonic Racing Crossworlds with a friend of mine once. It was good. It was so fun. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay, best sim and strategy. Final Fantasy Tactics, Jurassic World, Civilization, and... Okay, so we'll just stick to the left side. So Final Fantasy Tactics absolutely was a banger. I love Final Fantasy in general. So we're gonna cast our vote for Final Fantasy Tactics. Okay, best family. Donkey Kong Bonanza, Lego Party, Lego Voyagers, Mario Kart World, Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, or Split Fiction. Now, this is a Nintendo this is a Nintendo and Lego category with Sonic Racing and Split Fiction added into it. What I think is going to win in this one is Donkey Kong Bonanza. That or maybe Mario Kart World. But in my opinion over here, I'm going to vote Sonic Racing once again. I like Sonic Racing. It just was fun. Best fighting. Now, I actually don't participate in fighting at all. I don't care. I don't care about fighting games, so I'm gonna skip this. Best RPG. Huh, guys, what is the best RPG? I wonder. It could be none other than Avowed. Let's be 100% honest. Nobody has talked about Avowed. Like, hated Avowed. Honestly, everybody hated Avowed. I played Monster Hunter Wilds. I did not get too deep into it. I did not like it. I did not touch Outer Wilds. I have not seen anything on Outer Wilds. It is between Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 and Clair Obscur Expedition 33. I wonder. I really wonder, guys. All right, fellas. Best action and adventure. For the best action and adventure combining combat with puzzle solving. Here we have Death Stranding 2, On the Beach, Ghost of Yotei, Hollow Knight, Silksong, Indiana Jones, The Great Circle, and Split Fiction. Now, okay, let's establish something here. I have not played Split Fiction, not played Indiana Jones, not played Ghost of Yotei. Played Hollow Knight Silksong, only for a little bit. Death Stranding 2, On the Beach. I spent so many hours walking through Death Stranding 2 On the Beach. And obviously, it's going to be Death Stranding On the Beach. All right, so best action game. So for the best game in the action genre, focus primarily on combat. Okay, so Battlefield 6, Doom the Dark Ages, Hades, Ninja Gaiden, and Shinobi Art of Vengeance. I have no clue what that one is, but it looks like a Sega game. Ninja Gaiden 4. Now, I saw stuff about Ninja Gaiden, thought it was cool, but you know what? Something happened during the launch, and it couldn't run. Oh, I tried to play it at one point. I couldn't. Battlefield 6, once again, another thing for me to vote on, so I'm going to vote on it. Doom the Dark Age is basically just like a modern Doom game. I mean, I don't really know what to say. In Hades, I know a lot of people played Hades, and I didn't. I haven't even played the first Hades. If I haven't played it, I'm going to be kind of biased a little bit. I know I didn't say no bias, but you know, the lack of playing something is going to obviously give me a bias. I'm going to have to pass on that. Battlefield 6 gets my vote. I like it. I like the class, you know, variety and the you know, you can experiment with different guns, a lot of equipment and stuff like that. And the combat is just very good. It's very, very good. What? Oh my god. I have been blocked by the Game Awards. Oh, they don't like my opinion, guys. Oh, jeez. They don't like my opinion. They don't like my voting. Guys, is the Game Awards rigged? All jokes aside, looks like I'm back online. So like I was trying to say, I gotta vote again. Let's see if I can continue forward this time. So, okay, I'm just gonna let you know I skipped Best VR. Best mobile game. So, best mobile games. All right, I don't play mobile games. I have never heard of Destiny Rising. Heard of Persona 5, The Phantom X, Sonic Rumble. Uma Musume has got to be probably only gacha game and the only thing I'm voting on here. Uma Musume was great. A lot of people played it. And genuinely, I think that Uma Musume is going to take the cake. Wuthering Waves, I played Wuthering Waves, but I didn't play it on the mobile. Against Uma Musume, not even close. We're gonna vote Uma Musume. All right, best debut indie game. Here's where I get to talk about this game. Blueprints. I have not played Blueprints. I've seen a lot of people play Blueprints. Blueprints, in my opinion, is a great puzzle game, but it's not one that I play because I don't really touch puzzle. Would it get my vote? No. Clair Obscur Expedition 33. Okay, it is an indie game. Yeah, it was made by a couple people. It is the first of its studio. Yeah, it's great. Dispatch was really cool, but I've already played those kinds of games before. Telltale games, Telltale games, basically. Yeah, I've already played those types of games before. That was nothing huge, but I did like the cast, and I did like the acting, I did like the story. It was really good. It's sad to see that this game, so far I hear, is only recently just finished up, and it doesn't have anything else on the nomination board. And then there's Megabonk. Boy, oh boy, am I here to say that actually, between Claire Obscure Expedition 33 and Megabonk, I think Megabonk was an absolute success. It's the only thing that I think this guy has made, so far I've heard, and Megabonk came out in huge numbers and huge audience reception. I loved it when I played it. I think it was awesome. I would have never knew that this game existed if I hadn't seen somebody play it on Twitch. Absolutely gonna vote for Megabonk. It was such a fun game, and honestly, I think it deserves the vote because it's really just one of those simple games that you could just boot up. For that reason, I think it was a great way to present the developer and what they're capable of. So I hope, honestly, like, they end up winning an award. Looks like we're stuck again. Okay, best indie game. So this one I've never heard of. Let's just get that out of the way. Absolum. Hopefully I said that right. Ball Pit, I actually just played yesterday. It's good. It's great. I like it. Claire Obscure Expedition 33. I skipped over Blueprints because I really didn't care. Claire Obscure Expedition 33 is here. There's so much spots for Expedition 33 to win, but it's not gonna win independent game category for me, honestly. No. Hades 2, once again, didn't play it. Hollow Knight Silksong. Now, you know what? I'm gonna vote Ball Pit. I liked Ball Pit a lot. It's just like, I like the roguelike genre a lot. And versus the Metroidvania Souls-like-ish kind of, thing with Hollow Knight, I don't know. It's not my kind of thing. Once again, I will be probably downloading Hollow Knight on my Steam Deck and playing it. Ball Pit gets my vote. I loved it. It was so fun. Okay, so best community support. Baldur's Gate, basically. Fortnite, Helldivers 2, and No Man's Sky. I'm gonna do Helldivers 2 because they gave us like literal active updates for like an active war that we partake in, and it's really cool when, something happens. Let's just go. All right, and best ongoing. All right, so all right, Final Fantasy, Fortnite, Helldivers 2, Marvel Rivals, and No Man's Sky. All right, so Marvel Rivals is getting my vote, providing more content, like new characters. Are you kidding me? Been stacking on new characters. I was gonna go Helldivers in this case, best ongoing and like best active. Didn't play too much of it because I'm not a huge Overwatch kind of fan. I'm gonna put Marvel Rivals in that list. It'll take that vote. Okay, Games for Impact. This is just indie games. This is liberal indie games over here. I'm not even going to lie, so I'm not gonna vote on any of them. Innovation and accessibility, this is for handicapped people. I'm not really engaging in accessibility features in games, so I really don't care. Okay, we're on to the most important part, best performance. Awarded for individual voiceover acting, motion cap, or other performance capture. Now, okay, there is a lot of Expedition 33 in here. We have Ben Starr right here. We have Ben Starr. We know him from Clive in Final Fantasy 16, but now he's Verso in Expedition 33. We have Charlie Cox. Basically, we know him as Daredevil in the Marvel series. Erica Gossiote. I didn't play a lot of that. And didn't I hear some crazy about her? So we'll skip that. Jennifer English. We know her as Shadowheart in Baldur's Gate. Konatsu Kato. I hope I said that. Silent Hill F. And Troy Baker. Now, Troy Baker has won 1,000 awards, okay? For him to be nominated for Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, I didn't know that role. I mean, I did play, I think, what is it? This is a DLC, The Great Circle. Really, I didn't really touch it. I actually liked him more as Higgs in Death Stranding. So if he was here in the spot and said, Death Stranding 2 on the beach, Higgs, yeah, I would definitely have voted for that, maybe. Honestly, I'm not even gonna lie, I would have just gone straight back to Expedition 33 cast. I was wanting to vote for Gustav, Charlie Cox over here. I'm not sure. They just didn't really flesh out his character, and you could tell like it was kind of rushed. Charlie Cox is an amazing actor. He was an amazing voice for Gustav. It's between Ben Starr and Jennifer English. We're gonna have to vote Ben Starr. Him as Verso, you got used to hearing Charlie Cox and Gustav for a little bit, and you're like, oh no, they just killed him. He's so cool. And then they introduced Verso. You're like, he's like really whatever, and then it comes full circle. Like, he really phones it in. He played Verso, became so much more fleshed out later in the story. So good. Okay, best audio design. All right, recognizing the best in-game audio and sound design. So this is not about music. That would be my expertise. Battlefield 6 feels like okay, Battlefield in general has very good audio design. When you're playing with headphones and stuff like that, and they're really good, it feels like an active war zone. Player Exterior Expedition 33, I mean, it was, it was cool. I mean, like, you had sound cues for, like, dodging and stuff, and you had really good, like, impacts and stuff, and I think, like, it was really good, but I wouldn't say that's the key, like, very, like, highlighting part of the game. Not at all. Death Stranding 2 on the beach. If Battlefield 6 was not here, it would go to Death Stranding 2 on the beach. Just genuinely, you would be walking around, you would hear the rocks and stuff going around, you hear them, and, like, you could even hear the belt buckle. Like, I was playing on a monitor, so I really couldn't hear. Even then, like, the atmosphere and stuff was really, really good. Like, you could hear winds and stuff. It was really, really, like, good. Like, the clarity. But I'm still gonna go to Battlefield 6. Battlefield 6, honestly, their audio department is so good. Every department that exists to make Battlefield, the audio department is really good. I think we can all agree on that, probably. All right, and it's that time. It's not even a question. If Clair Obscur wasn't here, okay, let's ask if Clair Obscur Expedition 33 wasn't here, because genuinely, that's going to win my vote. Clair Obscur Expedition 33 wasn't here. It would go to Woodkid and Ludwig for Death Stranding 2. That was an amazing score. I thought it was an amazing score. Woodkid made great original score for Death Stranding 2 on the beach, but it's just not going to get it. We know what's going to win here, and I think Hollow Knight was also, like, genuinely good when I played it. Once again, I will be playing it. Rest assured, like, Hollow Knight fans, going to be touching that game. We know what's going to, be important here for score music. Genuinely, I have not heard, like, the last time I got hyperfixated in an OST was Persona 5. And I don't even think that won any, like, TGA awards. Like, Persona 5, you could actually listen to it because they're actual song. It's genuinely, like, music. Captured the same feeling. Like, Expedition 33's soundtrack, sure, they felt a little bit score-ish for, a game. Genuinely, Lumiere, and some of the other songs, like the Renoir's second phase boss fight, kept me, oh my god. And some of them, genuinely were, like, very, very good. I think we all can all say, like, this is the best score of the year. All right, best art direction. Okay, so this is for, like, visuals, like the art of the game, animation, style. So, Clair Obscur Expedition 33 is so unique. Honestly, the game is, like one of its themes is art, in a sense. So it's very unique. Like, when I first saw a couple visuals of it, when it first, like, debuted, and it had its first trailer, it was groundbreaking. It was amazing. Like, it was so unique. I haven't seen a game look the way it did on presentation and on execution of its release. Let's just get it out of the way. Clair Obscur, it's genuinely, like, good use of Unreal Engine 5. Okay, best narrative for outstanding storytelling, narrative development. So, this is hard. Ghost of let's start with something. Ghost of Yotei, from when I watched it, I did watch it. For Ghost of Yotei, we've seen this story be told before, so I'm not really, I really don't care too much. I've heard a lot of people like Silent Hill F. I heard it's very deep. Now, Death Stranding 2 on the beach. It's Kojima writing. It's basically Kojima writing. What am I gonna say? Like, it's very, very rough. Like, you can get it at one point, and then at the next point, dude, like, what are we on about? You have to be sure to play the other game. And most people didn't play the other game and then played this. So I understood most of what was going on. So once again, I mean, Clair Obscur and its topic of grief and how to move on and death and all that stuff. it's just it just hit home for me. It really did. The characters and the dialogue, it was amazing. Okay, best game direction. So awarded for outstanding creative vision and innovation. Well, Clair Obscur is an RPG, a turn-based RPG at that one, and a lot of turn-based RPGs already exist. Do I think it innovated the turn-based RPG genre? Yes, absolutely. By giving it a little bit more control in real time, so you can, like, if you were really good at the game, you could essentially do a no damage run during the game. You could just block all attacks. If you were really good at blocking everything, you could do a no damage run. That blocking and dodging feature was really good. It kept me glued. I was trying to master all the timing for every single enemy. It was really good. Death Stranding 2 on the beach. It's a sequel. Actually, with all these things, Ghost of Yotei and Hades 2, they're sequels. I feel like they're, in a sense, more innovations on themselves rather than innovation in an entirety. Ghost of Yotei is literally just a almost like an action adventure hack and slash. Death Stranding 2 was just an innovation on itself. It really was. I liked it. I liked how it innovated on itself. Clair Obscur literally got the directors of Final Fantasy to meet up with them and talk about the future of turn-based games. When you get that kind of exposure, I really think it's more or less about, like, the impact on the genre rather than the impact on the game. And last but not least, the game of the year. Which one is it going to be? And they all make sense too in this case. Clair Obscur Expedition 33, Death Stranding 2 on the beach, Donkey Kong Bonanza, Hades 2 I did not touch, Hollow Knight, and Kingdom Come. This is a stacked year. We have ate so well, okay? We're going to see which one, I think. Clair Obscur Expedition 33 was phenomenal. It nailed story. I was glued to the story, but I could say the same for Death Stranding in a sense. Death Stranding 2 on the beach was very good. Like, I didn't play a lot of the Death Stranding 1 game. I had to force myself to play it, but this one came out and I was liking it because it was a very good expansion from the already pre-existing Death Stranding game. And it genuinely feels like the best next gen game. But there were a couple things that, I didn't like about it. I felt like I didn't engage with the combat a lot when the combat was introduced. Like, it was really good. Death Stranding is close for me. It's close to Expedition 33. Donkey Kong Bonanza, once again, it feels like a classic Nintendo game that everybody can enjoy if you like Nintendo like that. And I don't really think it did anything crazy. Hades 2, once again, did not play. Very sorry. Hollow Knight Silksong would be third in my list. And then Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. When I watched this game, there's a lot of choice, a lot of interactions. It really felt like, it felt like how The Witcher and its choice, like, the world felt very much a different game. Like, it's really good, but do I really want to vote that in for Game of the Year? No, I'm sorry. It's also a sequel. Most of these games, like this one, Hades 2, Hollow Knight, and Silksong, and Death Stranding 2 on the beach. So here's another thing I'm going to talk about, and in that Death Stranding 2 on the beach, Hades 2, and Hollow Knight Silksong, Kingdom Come Deliverance, are all sequels, and that's hard to really, vote on too, because there's already, like, a pre-existing game on it. When a game is made, it has to take another step up, because you know what I'm gonna vote for. Who knew that my Game of the Year vote would be none other than Expedition 33? And that is it. That is going to be it. What a lineup. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is about it. I have had a very great time voting. A very well thought out list. Who wins on December 11th, live on the channel when it happens. But we will have to see what will win, okay? Anyways, that's it from me. Thank you all so much for watching throughout the whole video if you have. And that's it. Peace.